Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be showing you a flip through and after the pen of March 2021, as well as the meals I've eaten in the last, 10 days of March. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Okay, so for those of you that are new here, this is my Skinny Classic Happy Nietzsche Happy Planner Bullet Journal, Junk Journal, Daily Journal. And you'll see what I mean sort of when I open this up. I did make this cover. I thought I'd be able to get my act together and do some mystery bags for March. That clearly did not happen. So my goal is to get them done for April. And the problem is I've got them stored, the items that I want to put in the mystery bag, in various places in my room. And then once I put it into the mystery bag, basically the bubble wrapper or the bubble mailer that I'll be putting it in, then I have to find a place for that. And so, yeah, it's just logistically, it's not giving me stress. I'm just, yeah, I don't want to deal with it. So that's in the works. Anyway, this is a Skinny Classic. Basically, it's a classic height, but it's not a full half of the size, but definitely is smaller. We're going to be finishing up April. It is currently March 2nd. I do have the day off. And we're just going to flip through the entire month. I believe you've seen the first 3 weeks, and then these last two to finish up March, I have not shown you guys. I didn't film the after the pen for the last week. Word of the month was change. I did change up quite drastically. And the reason I said that this was sort of a bullet junk journal is it does have aspects of both. So I use this for daily journaling. I like the look of sort of collaging junk journal, but I also have elements of bullet journals by way of the beginning of the month where I'm tracking some things. And then also yearly trackers that I have here. There's a whole playlist on this, so if you're interested, just go ahead and check that out. But this one was quite different because I got some happy mail from my friend Miss Andy. I'll go ahead and link her channel below. And it really inspired the direction of the month. So it's way more colorful, less collagey than I usually do. But I gotta say, I did like this month and how it turned out. And so I did get this sticker. I did purchase this from Sticky Mo. I'll go ahead and link her shop below. This is the same page that I track my buddy read with Miss Andy. We decided to take a break for March, and it was actually very nice. We are starting up this month with a new book. We're only going to be doing 5 chapters a week, and to be honest, depending on how we're feeling, that might get extended to 5 chapters every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I mean, it's really just about reading the same thing, sharing our thoughts, but mostly in those emails, we just share our day and how we're doing. And it's just a little bit of a connection, rant, how you doing? These are things that I'm doing kind of thing. And it's really nice. This is my thought of the day. This is really more of the highlight reel. Now, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this was used with this pen here. This is a Sarasa clip. This is sort of a metallic rainbow pen. And so depending on what day it was, I mean, it's leaning more towards blue now, but I think once the red that you can see in the barrel comes back in, then you're going to get more of that purpley gray kind of look. And I really like it. I do have to store it up like that because I've stored it this way, and for whatever reason, ink pooled in the base there. So my other Sarasa pens, I don't do that. For that one and this one here, I do store it that way. I did do my thoughts out. March was actually a really relaxing month for me. There was that incident, and that really threw me off for quite a few days. I actually still think about it, but Otherwise, I really leaned into just my creative hobbies. I haven't been filming as much. In fact, this past week, you've seen a lot of coloring videos, and really it's just, I got really productive last week, Friday, the 26th of March, and then not so much because I actually meant to film this in my work one, and I never did. And I'm like, I'm not going to force myself. So yeah, it's actually a really good month, but a really spendy one. So the things that my friend Miss Andy gave me are these meal planner stickers here. And so that is what really drove the theme for this month. I wanted something colorful. I wanted something kawaii. That's why you see that the vellum that I used, and I did print this. It's a coloring book page that I printed on vellum and then colored with various markers. Everything has faces on it. And I really liked that. Because I've been wanting to work on my other creative things, I didn't want to really do any sort of collaging thing in this. Plus, I don't have collaging material that would have fit this theme. Most of my things, because I tend to favor neutrals and florals, I don't think that would have worked. And so I really just put a little landing spot for myself for daily journaling. And it would be 1 page per week. And I found that actually very helpful. I did put the weekly horoscope here. And I think, yeah, because this is the very first time I had done this, I realized very quickly the weekly horoscope makes more sense to be at the beginning of the week. Because I actually wrote that at the beginning of the week, but I already mapped this out by way of stickers. And so being aware of that, that's where you'll see it for the next few weeks. This was going into St. Patrick's Week. Again, weekly horoscope up there. And then this was the setup, and I think this was the last one you had seen. I had shown you what I was going to be doing for this week, but I don't think I showed you the after the pen. So like I said, on this colorful wrong paper, there's actually a wrong girl underneath all that. I was going to use black pen. I didn't think that using a corresponding pen would look good because I actually have corresponding pens for these colors. I didn't think it'd be readable. And I mean, it's not even necessarily so that you guys can read it. It's more so that if I wanted to, I could read it. And then I did my weekly horoscope in these 2 sections down here. Because last week I only worked Monday through Thursday, it worked perfectly by way of the use of the stickers and the way that the boxes lined up. And then this is one of those vellum things I had printed and then I just glued on here. I did glue down these 2 sides as well. I think in the last video that it was still up like a belly band style, and I didn't like that. And then I did finish the rest of the week in these 3 days here. Because there wasn't a lot of space, I did do this in the style for my horoscope, and I actually really like how this looks. And last week and this week, I really just had, and lazy has a negative connotation, but I just have some really good self-care days where I just watched TV, did things that I wanted, had some fun, and was just relaxed. And it was so good. Now, coming into this week, it was more, I work 3 days. I should have been able to be less about, oh, I just want to be on vacation, but I wasn't. So Monday, I'm like, oh, why didn't I take the week off? Tuesday, I was like, this is the longest day ever. And then Wednesday, between like 2 o'clock and 4:30, so the last 2.5 hours of my work shift, it seemed like Groundhog Day, where it was just the endless loop of, is this day ever going to end? But it did. I might be a little bit of a drama queen, but that night was actually a really good night. I tried Raising Cane's for the very first time. They just opened one recently in a town near us. It sells 4 things, literally. Chicken strips, French fries, chicken sandwiches, and coleslaw. And it was really good. Now, my parents weren't, they liked it, but it seemed more of a lunch thing than a dinner thing. I mean, we were all full, but then we also had the consensus that we're going to be hungry in like an hour. Their lemonade is really good though. But yeah. Oh, and I also got my Joanna Basford World of Wonders on Wednesday. So yeah, it was actually a really good day once I was done with work. And that's actually the end of the week. Oh, I'm like, where's my daily horoscope? But that's why it's sectioned off like that. So this first part is just a little bit of journaling, and then that's my daily horoscope. I don't remember what I ate on Monday. Yeah, it's only Friday, but I don't remember. So I'll have to look at my phone while I'm editing this video, and then I can write that back in. And then I have not set up April yet. I know what I want to do by way of some of the trackers and in the dailies, but I don't know on the direction of the decoration. Just like my work planner, I've got some ideas, but I'm not 100% sure. Now, because of that, I think this page will actually just make this a 2-page spread. So whatever I do from April will tie into here. In past months, I finished it out with whatever the style was for that month. But I think coming into April, since I won't be doing this sort of vellum in between, because as you can see, that's what I have between the months, sort of as an introductory that, yes, this is actually starting a month. I think for March going into April, I will leave that space blank and have that be the introduction into the new month. I don't know if I'm going to use this paper. It just happens to be there. All right, guys, if you're interested, I'll insert the footage of the meals that I've eaten since last week, since I did not film a video for that week. And if not, that's all for me for now. I'd love to know what you think of the month of March. And as always, aloha. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, March 22nd, is some cucumber kimchi. This is literally a mishmash of leftovers. There's some roast pork, fried hot dogs, a ton of bean sprouts, a little bit of fried noodles, and then a hot dog bun. And this is a mishmash of leftovers from Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. You might see it again tomorrow. I'm not sure. I haven't actually tasted it yet, so I'm hoping it's good. It's got gochujang in it, so that's why it's red. So I'm hoping the spiciness will help. And then this is some hot mustard for the hot dog bun. And that's the lunch for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, for breakfast, I just had a cup of coffee. I had meetings first thing, and it was a bit cold, and I wasn't hungry. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today is actually the same as yesterday. So it's that leftovers concoction that I made with bean sprouts. I've got some rice today, and I've got some cucumber kimchi. I'm actually going to decant into here. I don't eat straight out of the container because it contaminates it. You probably know that, but just in case you didn't. And that's the lunch for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For breakfast, I just had coffee. Hey guys, lunch for today is from our cafeteria. It is a croquette. Now that could mean a couple of things. So what it looks like and what it typically is, it's a Japanese food based on a French food. But it looks like it's mashed potatoes and ground beef that is made into a patty. Both the ground beef and the potatoes would be cooked, and then it's covered in probably flour, egg, and panko, and then deep fried. And it looks like to be covered in mayonnaise and like a tonkatsu sauce over a bit of cabbage. And again, it's a Japanese dish that's based on French croquettes. So I was quite surprised that it looks so legit, because our cafeteria is not always the greatest about matching up what they're saying is for lunch and what actually is for lunch. It looks like to be potato salad and then a scoop of hopper rice, which is white and brown rice mixed together. I'm looking forward to lunch. I actually had a backup by way of a ramen just in case this didn't pan out, but I don't think I'm going to need it. Anyway, that's lunch for today. For breakfast, I just had a big cup of coffee. I'm in conferences via Zoom today and tomorrow, and so yeah, I just decided just to have coffee. All right, guys. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, March 25th. I'm about to go into my first session of conference meetings today. Usually pre-Rona, I would be attending a 2-day conference at a hotel somewhere here in Hawaii, but obviously that's not a thing this year. So I've got a meeting in 3 minutes that I got to sign on to. And so I thought I would totally lean into the conference vibes because they always had continental. So I've got a big cup of coffee there, a yogurt, and a peanut butter cookie. And that's just because I was running a little behind this morning and I need to grab something quick. Otherwise, I'd be eating like a sandwich or something. Anyway, I'll see you guys at lunch. Hey guys, lunch for today, Thursday, March 25th, is actually some leftovers. So we had lettuce in the fridge. This is some cheese sticks. It's a new batch. It's from Safeway. I think the original batch was from Costco. Different brands. This one doesn't taste great, but it's okay. I've got some bread and butter pickles there, and the leftover component comes in from this. We had Popeyes Tuesday night. We had leftovers again last night, and then this is just the last of the chicken. I just shredded up, add some mayonnaise. There was too much chicken to throw away, but not enough to make a decent amount of salad, so I actually add a can of chicken to it as well, and I add a little bit of the skin just more for the flavor and the crunch than anything else, but most of it is chicken. I've got mayonnaise, pepper, garlic powder, not salt, since I didn't need any salt in here, and some paprika. And then the dressing is there. That is not ketchup. That is actually a Maui dressing from Tropics. It's a local brand here in Hawaii, and it's sort of like a tangier Catalina, if you can imagine that. Anyway, that's lunch for today. Tomorrow is a state holiday, so I will not be filming my lunch. So I hope you have or had a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Morning, guys. Breakfast for today, Monday, March 29th. Last Monday in March 2021 is a bagel with cream cheese, everything but the bagel seasoning on top of it, a large cup of coffee, and some water. That's breakfast for today. I'll see you guys at lunch. Hey guys, lunch for today, Monday, March 29th, is a hodgepodge of leftovers. About a scoop of rice, some orange chicken from Costco, just baked it in the oven last night. That was stir fry from Saturday night that I turned into a gravy/stew last night. And then I just opened a can of green beans and added some Italian dressing for a green bean salad. And that's lunch for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Morning, guys. Breakfast for today, Tuesday, March 30th, is a yogurt, an oatmeal cranberry cookie, and a large cup of coffee. The drive-in this morning was actually quite bad, and I'm a little car sick. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be able to tackle the yogurt, but I'll definitely have my cookie and my coffee. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh no, I'll see you guys at lunch. Hi guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, March 30th, is this beef and rice burrito. I did pick this up about an hour ago because I was covering the counter, but because of limited quantities, I just wanted to buy when it was available. So I heated that up. I just put it in a separate container and microwaved it for about a minute. This is actually cinnamon sugar chips. I think the salsa coming over to that happened when I was bringing it back from the cafeteria. The cafeteria is not that far away, but yeah, I still managed to put that out like that. I don't know. When I opened it, that's how it was. That's salsa and sour cream. And yeah, that's lunch for today. Tomorrow they have fish tacos on the menu. I've never actually had fish tacos because I'm not a huge fan of fish. So I'm thinking I'm going to get it, but if it doesn't look or taste good, I always have backups by way of ramen in my office. But yeah, lunch for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday, March 31st is fish tacos. Not gonna lie, I was hoping for like a fish stick fish taco, and this is fresh fish. It does taste like it's a Cajun seasoning. I tried a little piece right over here, and it's got a really weird texture. So I'm going to eat the salsa and sour cream. I'm going to eat the refried beans. I'm gonna toss the fish. I have some Kraft singles, and I'm just going to have bean and cheese tacos, I guess. Yeah. For breakfast, I had just a cup of coffee. I was so looking forward to lunch. Although, I guess my expectations, I knew it could go either way. I was really hoping for the other way though. Oh well, live and learn, right? That's it for filming for me for this week. Tomorrow I have a vacation day, and Friday is a holiday for me. And so I will see you next week. I also took off next week, Monday. So I'll see you on Tuesday, April, whatever day that is. All right, guys, hope you have or had a great weekend. Bye.